maganda yung idea na hindi lang tayo supplier ng raw critical minerals. Pero siguro ito yung pinanggagalingan ng mga questions din ng publiko, yung how realistic ba na makamove tayo into this mineral processing and refining considering talagang it's energy intensive tapos ang mahal-mahal ng power cost dito sa atin?
Very good question. Una-una, siyempre, aspiration muna tayo, level ng
Mhm.
vision. Diba,
Mhm.
iset natin. And then we work on what are the missing elements for us to concretize that vision. Now,
Oo.
pagdating sa critical minerals, halimbawa sa nickel processing, laging sinasabi, oh, si Pilipinas, una-una, low-grade nickel. Second, mahal ang power. Kung magpapalugmok ka na lang, maniniwala and tatanggapin mo na lang yun, wala mangyayari sa atin. So we
Mhm.
have to work further. Yes, mababa yung nickel content natin. But that's because marami pa ring impurities dun sa
Mhm.
nickel ore natin. And it so happened that the impurities are also valuable like cobalt. In effect, hindi pala siya totally a disadvantage for us na low grade yung nickel.
Mhm.
Dahil meron siyang mga minerals na iba na importante rin na kasama that goes with that nickel ore that we have. Second, high power cost.
Mhm.
Although that part, di ba, meron na nga tayong push towards renewable energy, mga LNG, so meron ka. And in the end, meron tayong move towards yung baseload natin, eventually nuclear. But let's put that aside for the moment. Yung power intensity, yes, versus for example, Indonesia, which is why very difficult for us to engage in a pyrometallurgical process for our nickel. Yung sinusunog mo, niluluto, pyrometallurgical. Yun yung energy intensity kasi kailangan mo ng furnace. Kailangan mong sunugin. Yung nickel natin, it so happen, hindi mo rin dapat sinusunog.
Mhm.
Kasi pag sinunog mo, masusunog mo rin yung cobalt. The best process for the Philippines would be, at this time, no, hydrometallurgical. Yung ililich mo using acid para makuha mo yung nickel, makuha mo yung cobalt, ma-extract mo rin yung other critical minerals. Ang problema mo ron, pag sinunog mo kasi, matitira na lang sa'yo yung nickel. I think ingot yata yung tawag nila ron. Sinunog mo na rin yung lupa, yung ore. So siguro pumunta na yun sa environment. Yun yung problema mo ron, highly pollutive.
Mhm.
Unless meron kang mitigating technology. Pero wala kang tailings. Kumbaga, wala kang lata.
Mhm.
Pagka nag-hydrometallurgical ka, meron kang lata, meron
Oh.
kang tailings, meron kang lupa na natira na
Mhm.
kailangan mong i-treat. Kaya ang importante sa atin will be the processing of the tailings. Mahal yung processing ng tailings. Kaya for example, I mentioned earlier that there are two nickel processing, yung HPAL factories dito sa Pilipinas. Yung isa, nag-announce na sila that I think 2027, 2028, isasara na nila yung isa nilang facility because they would have to invest in a new tailings facility. And they did a cost-benefit analysis, investment in a new tailings facility versus the prices of nickel at this point, hindi makaka-recover. That highlights two things. Number one, seryoso tayo pagdating sa tailings processing. No, talagang pinoprotect natin environment. And we like working with partners who are similarly minded. Second, kaya advantageous sa atin yung plurilateral trade in critical minerals kasi that will increase yung offtake price nung processed nickel natin
Mhm.
to make it economically viable to extract, process,
Okay.
and trade in critical minerals that are ESG compliant.
So
Na
yung
talaga.
parang ang framework pala natin dito, no? Futures thinking yung vision, start with the grand vision.
Mm-mm,
Pabalik.
mm-mm, mm-mm.